what is this CI/CD? What benefit I will get with this continuous integration and continuous deployment? How do I actually create, build, and release pipeline in AWS for my .NET Core application? Welcome to Coding Book, guys. This is Shankar Shvaryani, and all these questions will be answered in this playlist practically. Now, before I start any playlist, what I do, I always provide you the session requirement so that you can, match your requirement with this playlist. And if it matches, maybe you can continue watching the playlist. What you should have: AWS account and Visual Studio 2019, what I'll make use of. So at first, let's quickly understand, and it will just take 2 minutes, our requirement. So, or what I will do. So what I will do, I'll create a .NET Core microservice, a new fresh application having just one controller, maybe order controller and few methods. Once this is done, we will create environment in Elastic Beanstalk in AWS, and there we will deploy our application. Now, this effort or this step would be a manual step in what we created our .NET Core application and deployed to Elastic Beanstalk. After some time, if we make any change in this application, again we need to redeploy our application, right? So this is what we will do as a part of second step. Then we will make use of AWS code commit. What is this AWS code commit? Basically, it will serve as a repository. So whatever code we have done here in this application, we will push in this repository, and this will actually serve as a repository. We will like create pull requests, we will create build pipeline, and we will get the artifacts from this commit only. After that, we will create our build pipeline. So simply, what is build pipeline? Any steps. Build pipelines basically contains number of tasks. So any task which you want to define for your application, you can create those tasks in the build pipeline. In more simple words, whatever code you want to be pushed in the AWS code commit or to your repo, you want that it should be perfectly up and working condition, right? You do not want to push any buggy code to your application. So how do you solve this purpose? How do you make sure that only working code will get pushed in your branch? So the one option is that you can have reviewers. So they are manually reviewing your code each time any developer who is about to commit the code, a manual reviewer is reviewing. Instead of this, what you can do, you can create a task list. Maybe let's take an example. Let's suppose for your application, you have created the unit test cases with any framework, let's suppose XUnit. Now your developer is done with the development. He just want to push the code and he forgets to run those test cases, and of course you won't get any warning, right, in Visual Studio. And he just pushed the code. What will happen? Your branch is down. So what you can do in the build pipeline, you can create a task that each time whenever your developer is pushing the code in the branch, then at first it runs the test cases as well, and if there is any failure, you will be informed on the spot. And similarly, this was just an example. Similarly, let's suppose you want for your test cases coverage should be more than 80%. So you can create another task. So either your manual reviewer can review that, hey, do we have the 80% code coverage or not, and then inform the developer, or manually, or sorry, in the automate process, you can create another task which will do this as a process. And once it verifies, it will automatically triggers, or it will just fail your build and indicate all the developers, all the team members, whosoever you include in that build pipeline access will be informed immediately. So that's about build pipeline. That's why we create this to automate the process. And after that, we will create a release pipeline. That means whatever we done in this step, that where we manually deployed our code, rather in this we will there is one more thing called S3 buckets. So this is the S3 bucket where your artifacts will be saved. Whatever artifacts are generated by this build pipeline, it will be stored in the S3 bucket, and the release pipeline automatically gets your code and artifacts basically from this S3 bucket and deploy to this Elastic Beanstalk, the same Elastic Beanstalk. But this will be done automatically. That means now if you make any change in your controller in your application and you just commit your code or you push your code, then build pipeline will be run automatically. It will run against all the test cases which you have defined, and your code would be automatically deployed to your release pipeline, and that is what we call continuous integration or continuous deployment or delivery in AWS. So that's all about our requirement, and let's now continue with our part 2 in what we'll create first .NET Core application and deploy to Elastic Beanstalk. Thank you for your time, and please do subscribe Coding Book. I am just creating those videos in order to provide you all the services, maximum services what I have used in AWS. That's all for today. Thank you for being at Coding Book.